Hello, konnichiwa. This is Zetsuna, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die Death Game by Majority Chapter 2 main game. So in the last video, we got to start the main game. Gushu brought in Safalin to help mitigate and see if a transgression is brought up. And then So started doubting Kanna and saying that she's useless, to which we refuted and changed the subject over to Q-Taro's suspicious trait. So that is what we are going to investigate. I was surprised. Q-Taro said he would give me his tokens in exchange. I didn't intend to hear him out, but Q-Taro was so serious, I just couldn't turn him down. And it turned out to be a good trade. Don't give me that scary look. You benefited from getting to see the laptop for free, right, Miss Sana? Yeah. That's true, it was very beneficial for us. I went to Sou and asked him to share the laptop. I mean, I had a responsibility, When the token gathering subgame started, I gathered more tokens than anybody to survive. Yeah, he would have had around 190. Even the laptop I had managed to get my hands on, I handed it over in exchange for Sou's tokens. I was possessed by the need for tokens back then, you hear? Yeah. Is that really the only reason? Obviously. You think So blackmailed me or something? There ain't nothing. Blackmail? Is there really nothing? The two talked to each other, separated by Sou's bedroom door. Kanna heard it too. So said, "That's not a bad deal." I love to imagine if, when Kanna's doing this, considering this is the second time in the main game that she's, quoted So, if she just did, a ridiculous impersonation of So. And he also said, "Maybe we'll reconcile." So Kanna got really happy. Kanna still believes in the goodness in So. Yes, as should we. Alright. Yeah, so I guess Q-Taro would have been giving back the me tokens that he got from So. Anyways, what am I looking for? Yes, this. So it is the first floor security footage filmed by first floor security cameras. Shows our past actions. So witnessed Q-Taro placing the cards. And that is the perfect blackmail. This is it. Q-Taro, was there really no opportunity for blackmail? What you saying? We acquired a certain video. Footage from the first floor security cameras. I didn't know there was such a thing. It was all clearly pictured. Q-Taro placing the roll cards. And So seeing him do it. If this isn't blackmail material, what is? No way! Q-Taro was the one who placed the cards? Muscle Gorilla was a traitor, meow? A traitor? Is that really the case? Or was there some other circumstance? Ironically, it's because of my improved intuition that I don't understand. How could someone like Q-Taro be a traitor? Why'd you do something like that? Where did you get the cards, Q-Taro? Please, say something, Q-Taro. Security cameras? What do you mean? Yeah, the way that all of the characters have an iconic pose, a pose that most of their sprites are in, makes having these kinds of sudden change of pose and position be all that more impactful. Q-Taro's normally has his hat on, is either slumped over or all happy-go-lucky, but then he gets all serious. He takes his hat off, and we see a completely different side to Q-Taro, his liar side, I guess. I don't know, I feel like that's one of the charms that this game has. Huh? We should have searched every inch of the first floor. Did anybody find any security cameras? I mean, we found them. We didn't find any. The footage is proof. We didn't find any. Sure, we didn't directly find any cameras, but there must have been hidden cameras, concealed in places we didn't see. You were caught on camera. That's the only proof we need. Must be a puppet show. Eh? If you think about it, we've been getting tricked left and right. A fake Reiko, a fake Mishima AI. The kidnappers can move around fakes of us whenever and however they like. You mean... Looks like you got tricked, Sara. Oh, yeah. I don't like this deceptive Q-Taro. It's scary. Script by the kidnappers, actors, our fakes. You fell for a fake movie put on by dolls. Huh? I don't know what you guys saw, but it was all a trap, I tell ya. Learn your lesson. But... Talk about a disadvantage. Preparing fakes to trick us with a stellar move by our enemies, huh? And can't take Q-Taro lightly either. Yeah, he's serious. He's not... even his AI states that Q-Taro is smart. I mean, his strength powers over everything, but that doesn't mean he's just a meathead. He is intelligent and can make these decisions on his own and come up with his own plan to deceive us. Looks like you've been talked down for once, Miss Sara. Oh, be quiet, Sou. Anyway, I told you about the deal between me and Sou. And I mean, after we all looked at the laptop, I was passed out the whole time. There's gotta be someone more suspicious than me. Ugh. Double down or give up? Let's double down. Hold on, why did you pass out in the room of rubble in the first place, Q-Taro? Well, I... don't remember. No way! It's true, got no memory from the moment I entered that room. When I woke up, it was the main game. Now that's a rude awakening. So, surely someone else knocked him out. Then we should find out who did it, meow. They've got to be a villain, woof. The last time I saw Q-Taro healthy, wasn't it when we were looking at the laptop? Then, after the sacrifice was passed to me, I started to panic and ran off to get tokens. Right, I didn't see Q-Taro after that. If I can determine everyone's actions at the time. Alright. Then, we gotta talk about what each of us was doing back then. Progress! Yay! When we shared the laptop, there were 6 of us in the lobby. Me, Sou, Kana, Sara, Keiji, and Reiko. After Sara suddenly took off running, we stayed and looked at the laptop, but there wasn't much else. After we were done looking at it, Kana went to deliver the laptop to Sou. Your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. I wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Now on my way back. Right, I talked with Sou about our plan to hack the fake Professor Mishima. I was searching the pitch black first floor, meow. Ouch. We never end up hearing about. Alright, might as well start speaking. I was searching the pitch black first floor, meow. I was thinking I'd go back to the 3rd floor, but there was a nuisance in the way, woof. The laughing doll, Sue Miley, meow. It was scary, woof. So Game was on the 1st floor until I reunited with him in the Room of Lies? Yeah, if Miley was in the way, how did he get around that? With his stealthy cat-dog skills, I guess? But yeah, this game does a really good job of moving the story along. Like, unlike other death games, this story doesn't have a lot of banter, especially in the main game, in important moments. Like, looking back, of course, there's some conversations that don't hold much meaning, but they clear up mysteries and doubts in the player. Like, every single moment is important in this game, which is something that I really like, is that there's no really filler moments. Right, I talked with Sou about our plan to hack the fake Professor Mishima. I think it's because the plan went well that our escape plan could progress. Sou was really dependable then, and yet... yeah... And the story does a really good job of moving the story along, like from one topic to another. Like we were just questioning Kana, and then it got moved on to questioning Q-Taro's actions, but now it's gone to questioning everyone and all of their alibis, which I really like. Like it never feels like we're stuck on one problem. After Sara suddenly took off running, we stayed and looked at the laptop, but there wasn't much else. After we were done looking, we sort of split up, went searching here and there. I don't have a whole alibi or nothing, but I ain't the culprit. Aw, don't worry, Reiko, I trust you. Your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. People came by to the lobby now and then, so I can verify their alibis. Any other questions, cute little detective? He's kind of in high spirits. Yeah, Keiji's riding the high horse right now. He's very confident with his own plan. After we were done looking at it, Kanna went to deliver the laptop to Sou. Sou was talking with Nao in the ruined corridor. About what? Sorry, Kanna just gave Sou the laptop and left right away, so... Aw. She was worried about Sara, so Kanna went looking around for her alone. Is that so? Aw, Kanna was so worried about us. Oh, she's such a sweetheart. When we shared the laptop, there were 6 of us in the lobby. Me, Sou, Kanna, Sara, Keiji, and Reiko. After the sound of the trade and you leaving, Sara, I went back to searching too. After talking to Keiji in the lobby, I went to the room of rubble, then lost consciousness. Wanna say I couldn't move all of a sudden and bumped my head on the wall, but... I wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Nao on the way back. Specifically, we talked about our hacking plan. Kanna came to deliver the laptop during our chat. I thought about having Kanna join the plan, but she probably went off somewhere. That's my alibi, pretty much. Pretty amazing it could knock out Q-Taro. Stun guns are dangerous stuff. Oh, misspoke at the very end. Huh, that statement just now. Pretty amazing it could knock Q-Taro out. How do you know about the stun gun? A disposable stun gun that can immobilize a person. It's dangerous, so Gin and I took it in secret. Yep. Yeah, really slipped up, getting too confident in yourself. This is it. You know the weapon used well, so... Huh? I quietly took the stun gun from the scene. So only Gin and I knew that Q-Taro was attacked with a stun gun. Huh. The only other person who could know is the culprit. So that settles it. It was you who used the stun gun to knock Q-Taro out. Damn it, so... I give... You found me out so easily. So... Oh, there goes his theme song. Sorry, I didn't want anyone getting in the way of the hacking plan we were preparing. When he suddenly entered the room, I went and used it without even thinking. Where'd you find a dangerous thing like that, meow? Can't seem to recall. Meow? Yeah, he collects his own items. Something feels off. You'd really have to be at your wit's end to use a single-use stun gun. Was there something more going on between Q-Taro and Sou? That's enough. Just knowing who the culprit was is enough. And there goes a clear mystery while bringing up a new mystery, but they move along the plot. That's what this game does best. That can't... Might be pointless to push any further, Sou's got no intention of explaining himself. For now, we should spare time for someone else. If we're gonna suspect each other, we have to do it while we have the time, huh? Even if it's hard to say, we have to say it. You mean, doubting so we can trust, meow? That's right. Be brave and talk, everybody. Let's discuss if there's anyone besides Sou who's acted suspicious. Well, they're in... Yeah, I like that they specify other than Sou. Come to think of it, I was wondering about how Nao spent most of her first half in the Room of Lies. Yeah, why was Now with Alice more than Neko was? There's this video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video, meow. Pretty curious about Gin's actions myself. Why'd he know how to get to the first floor? Exactly. Well, let's see. Him noticing a secret door just by searching the room of rubble had me tilting my head a bit. Oh, come on, Gin is smart. You'd need a better nose than a police dog to do that. And there's your explanation. Gin does have a better nose than a police dog. If Gin had the sense of smell of both a dog and cat, then... I love that it has the epiphany sound effect. Just as a reminder, Gin's a human, as far as we're aware. Alright, what about Gin himself? Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video, meow. There was a guy with glasses, and something like an axe swung at his head. Then he said Big Sis Sara's name. Oh, that's sad that Gin actually sees Hayasaka's death, and then is later paired up with him. Makes even more sense why Gin was so protective over him. It can't be that video? Yeah, so he went in there too. Of course, I don't suspect you or anything, meow. I got scared and left the room right away, but I'm sure that was a victim video, meow. Come to think of it, I was wondering how Nao spent most of her first half in the Room of Lies. Though, actually, maybe it was just tough for her to stay in her room because of the fake Mishima. See, no point in suspecting her if we know the reason. Isn't that right, Sara? Aw, this is so different from the Neko that we had to deal with during the final attraction, who would have quickly suspected Nao and kept that going. Whereas the real Neko is like, there's a reason to suspect her, but there's a reason as to why her actions were what they were. And so we shouldn't suspect Nao. If there's no other reason, then sure. Even though her actions did lead to something bad. There's this video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Actually, this video, when I first watched it, I was too scared to look. So I used a fake Professor Mishima monitor to play it again. Forced him to play it. What sort of video was this? Well, it's possible it was just faked, right? So I don't want to say anything irresponsible. I won't know unless you tell me. Well, look, it's that video I watched with you before, Sara. A video I saw with her. Yeah, we're using a lot of items. Alright, it is the victim video. The victim video Nao had. It shows a policewoman dying in the first trial. Is the man in front Keiji? And I like that Nao is also trying not to suspect other people too. Like, she doesn't want to cast doubt on others if there's possibly a fair reason for why Keiji did what he did. Alright, but let's use. This is it. Now, you're talking about this victim video, aren't you? Ah, the one I dropped. Yes, that's exactly right. There was a woman tied up by chains, and this terrifying device started up. And just like that, the woman died. And there was a man in front, laughing. From behind, he looked like the policeman. Oh yeah, Keiji would probably be really mad or stressed about this. To me, it looked like he left the woman to die. Huh? A shocking story. But it could also be forgery. Then why don't we ask? Keiji, is that video real, or do you deny it? I'm doubting you so we can believe you. Using his words against him. I love this moment. Keiji. Protect Keiji. Say nothing. Let's protect our friends. Sort of friends. Wait, please. Keiji is... Stop, Sara. There's no reason for you to protect me. He's right. In fact, Miss Sara, you should press the issue for us. What? I'm sure even Keiji will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sara. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden so long. Oh, so... I'm counting on you. Oh, he's counting on us. How kind. Expose Keiji by my own hand? Progress. Oh, I'm scared. I didn't want to fight you, Sara, but, well... Hey, I'm only doing this because So says we have to. I was on your side, Keiji. Can't let him mislead me. I'll choose the words I can refute and talk back. Let's discuss the victim video now, Sou. How about? Alright, the sacrifice videos show the first trial, isn't that right? Mr. Policeman's first trial. Well, everyone knows it. Hard to believe I'd show up in some woman's video. Well, nobody knows your first trial, Keiji, and we still don't know, even in Chapter 3B. We still are not fully aware of what you had to do in that trial. No, none of us heard about what your first trial was yet, Keiji. Please, don't lie like so. Yeah, we don't need another one of him. Boy, that's a shocking comparison to hear. Sorry. I'll reflect on it. Was our scaredy cat now able to look right at the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fear. It happens. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she could have made a mistake. Well, she didn't see it alone. Unfortunately, I also watched it with her once, in the monitor room. There's no mistake, Keiji. So I see. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Can't really make a great call from a backside view. It's no good to suspect people over dubious information. I think it's this one. It's you who said to suspect each other so we could trust each other. If we only use concrete information, that wouldn't be suspecting. It'd just be facts. Like what Q-Taro said, couldn't it be some sort of fake movie? Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. Should be no difference between the two after all, but there is a difference. There isn't zero difference between them. The security camera footage had no sound. I admit it's weak evidence, but you can't talk about them like they're identical. Phew, makes some sense. Okie dokie, I'll admit that. There's no relation between that woman and me, is there? Seems there's one whenever you do the first trial as a pair. Friends, sisters, student-teacher, any sort of connection. But there is a relation between you and the woman. About that, the woman in the video was wearing a police uniform. You're a policeman too, Keiji. Is this just a coincidence? I give... Discussion end. Oh yeah. Totally got him. I can't beat you, Sara. Please, tell us everything, Keiji. The video is real. The victim video that now saw. And it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. She was my boss ever since I joined the force. Yeah, flashback time! Woo! Oh, young Keiji. I'm Keiji Shinogi. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I'm Megumi Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. I like their uniforms. I mean, it's just a police uniform, but yeah, and I really like Megumi's design. She's very pretty. Well, pretty impressive for your age, Shinogi. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a bit too serious. Even if you have stamina, you have to think about how to spend it, or it won't last. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megumi. Why would you, serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. But then came the day of my nightmares. I shot a person. The criminal in a certain case. Miss Megumi. What? Why am I not being punished? I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megumi, I heard you made a backroom deal. So what? Get back to your duty. You're police. She's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of debt. Yeah, I really owed his life to her. Left her to die? Yeah, because supposedly if Megumi did survive the first trial, and she and Keiji were in this whole death game, like the rest of the death game, then it would be possible that she would use the murder that Keiji did against him to get Keiji to die in her place. So yeah, it's almost like I don't want to say it was good that Megumi possibly died, but I could see things being very different for Keiji in the death game if she did survive. No, but I killed her. Megumi. Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself, meow. Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman's not a policeman anymore. Aw, I like that he admits it so that we don't have to present evidence with it and target him about it later. Keiji. I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual we have had lurking in our midst. That's right, yeah, Alice wasn't even a murderer. And the real murderer was Keiji, who's technically killed 2 people. Or at least killed 1 person and left 1 person to die. If you vote for me, I won't complain. I hate this because it's all just a part of his plan because he's a keymaster. No! Making us sympathize for him. Everyone. Speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide who you'll vote for and which 4 should enter the final vote. Yeah, because unlike the first main game where we had a whole 70 minutes up until the preliminary vote, and then 20 minutes for the final vote, in this case, it's almost like the opposite. We have a short amount of time for the preliminary vote, and then a longer amount of time for the final. Meow? No way, that was way too quick. Well, you need time to work out the card trades this time, you see. Precisely. Choosing a victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. What do we do? I don't want to suspect, but Q-Taro, Sou, Keiji, you 3 are pretty sketchy. It's nice that in the first main game it was Sara, Joe, and Kai that were the suspicious ones, but now that's flipped to Keiji, Q-Taro, and Sou. Hold up! Don't we need 1 more person though? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, it'll make our choices that much narrower. We gotta suspect someone again, Woof? Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote, meow. Who to leave out? A good idea, let's suspect some more. That's a good idea. Gin. Really, Wolf? If you aren't chosen in the preliminary vote and are dropped out, because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. That might be one of our greatest allies. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you. Got it, Woof. Let's talk about who we want to leave out, meow. Progress! Yay! I think big sis Sara should be left out, meow, because she's super dependable for reasoning, woof. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Q-Taro. How about we leave out Gin, since he doesn't have any tokens? We shouldn't be selecting Gin or Kana. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. Oh, says the man whose one of the first things you said in the first main game was, let's suspect Gin and Kana. Because they're the useless ones. So should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was a sacrifice to start? I have to say, I'd be glad if Sara was left out. Right. If we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Sara too. Alright, well, I think we will end off here for today. I think we made some good progress. We're close to the final round. And we got to clear some people's suspicion, cause more suspicion on others. But it's getting very exciting, getting close to the climax. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!